Nathan Patton just hold on a second.
Why don't you just tell us your name?
What's up, folks? Crate Talk TV. We are back for another one.
Hey, how's it going?
I'm Scott,
I'm Adam.
and here we are. So, what we're going to talk about today? The
Oh,
obvious thing?
Go ahead. I don't know what the obvious thing could be. I don't know.
I was put in some tank like an exotic fish. Came out with abilities.
It's over, folks. They killed him. Iron Fist was last week, and this week, Luke Cage got canceled. Personally, in some ways, I'm sad. In other ways, I kind of shrug at it. I'm a big Luke Cage fan. This is probably like my second Luke Cage t-shirt.
Nice.
Been a fan since the 70s. But the show never really connected with me.
Yeah.
I guess I should say I never really connected with the show. For a myriad of reasons that I'll get into later, but I'll let you...
No, I think that it's I think that it's very telling what's happening over there. You know, because first they have been removing their weakest links. I mean, that's what I mean, because Iron Fist is gone and Luke Cage is gone. I mean, apparently Thanos snapped. It eliminated
literally took out half
the Netflix Marvel universe. They have so much going on over there that I think they're just trying to trim away the loose threads, the rough edges, to what do people really want to see.
Right.
And people don't really want to see either of those shows.
What about the other rumor that they're canceling Fist and Cage in order to do a Heroes for Hire show?
Oh, I hadn't heard that rumor.
Yeah, it's a fan rumor. It's not really there's nothing official about it.
Doing that. Unless it's going to be a Heroes for Hire, the Misty version.
Misty and Colleen,
because I mean, if all the, like, you know, even people that saw Iron Fist season 2 is like they raved about Colleen.
Okay.
Because like people that saw it that I knew were like, oh man, Colleen was amazing, Colleen. So if anything, if they're gonna,
the same thing, everyone loves Misty Knight on the Cage show.
So I mean, if they're gonna X those two standalones to make a team up show, they're gonna make a Misty Colleen team up show. That's what they're gonna do.
Daughters of the Dragon show.
Yeah, they're gonna make a Daughters of the Dragon show.
Okay.
They're gonna make that show.
Right.
They're gonna take those two together, and there you have it.
Right. And if by some chance that Disney does bring Cage and Fist over to their network, it's not gonna look anything like the shows are now. So all of that edge, the darkness, the violence,
You know,
street levels,
So
all
I
that stuff.
haven't. Neither one of us has finished Daredevil season 3 yet, but we started it. As far as you know, without looking it up right now, do either of them appear in Daredevil?
I don't think so.
Because
I haven't heard anything about it.
I mean, I think like that's a thing right there. I mean, I don't know what's going to happen to Jessica Jones when that comes out, but I mean, the fact alone that they will not let those characters pop up in Daredevil. You know, they won't allow Daredevil to cross over with them.
Right.
You know, it's like Daredevil's in his bubble universe. Elektra's there, his stuff is there.
Right.
You know, Punisher might show up again. The two of them will do their little dance.
Right.
But I mean, the fact alone that they won't put.
And nobody shows up showed up in the Punisher show.
Yeah.
That show was like isolated.
Yeah.
Essentially.
You know, but you know, Danny Rand showed up in Luke Cage.
Right.
And I don't know who showed up in Luke Cage because I didn't watch it.
I didn't watch.
Or Danny.
I didn't watch Iron Fist. So maybe you let us know.
Yeah, let us know
If
anyone made
did
an
Luke
appearance.
Cage show up in the Iron Fist show? I doubt it. I'm sure I would have heard something.
Sure.
And my thing with like the Luke Cage show, I mean, here's the problem with Luke Cage.
Okay, what's the problem with Luke Cage?
Started in the 70s. Luke Cage was Marvel's answer to the blaxploitation films of that time. He's the first black superhero to have his own comic book, solo, not a legacy hero, not a sidekick, not a spinoff, created specifically to be a solo character.
Right.
But the other side of that is that he is very much a blaxploitation type of character.
Yeah.
It's definitely stuck in that type of storytelling. If you look at those old comic books, but when you're a 7-8-year-old black kid, this is great to read something like this, to see a character that looks like us, kind of sounds like us, street level. Like Panther precedes him by Panther comes out in '66. Falcon comes out in like 68, 69, something like that. Wow, I'm old. But those are supporting characters. Cage is the first one to stand on his own. And I think over on DC, Jon Stewart comes out early 70s. But he's a legacy character. Black Lightning comes out later than the rest of those other characters. Cage is the first.
Yeah.
But Cage is also kind of mired in that era. So when you take him out of that era, he doesn't work quite as well,
yeah,
I guess, because you have to change him so much. And for me, that was kind of my personal issue with the show is that it lacked the fun of a blaxploitation movie.
Okay.
But you got to look at it. You can't look at it through 2018 eyes, because in 2018 eyes, everything from that era was problematic as hell. But if you look at it strictly from the viewpoint of a person in the 70s, that was the greatest thing that you've ever seen, especially as a black person coming up watching films where black people are always sidekicks,
yeah,
comic relief, etc. Blaxploitation is the first time you see black leading characters, and Cage is definitively a part of that.
Yeah,
it's like there's no argument about that.
Well, I feel like that could lay into, where any trouble might have been, if people are tuning in, expecting. Like, I mean, modern day audience, you're tuning in, you're expecting to get that feeling you got watching Black Panther.
Right. You're
expecting to after you watch that, it's like life shifting experience.
Life-changing experience.
It's like, right. Here it is. It's like it's not like we don't get any. Like, sure, there's a bunch of black superheroes in the films now that are pretty much all like, attached. Rhodey's attached to Iron Man. Right. Falcon's attached to
Cap.
And it's just like, but here's a guy. It's like TV show, boom, bang, bang. Here's this guy, and it's just underwhelming. I think. Yeah. I think people just expected more.
Anyway, to put a pin on this Luke Cage thing, they gave it a shot. I give them props for even trying to do a Iron Fist and Luke Cage show, especially given how much leeway they had making it Luke Cage show. Yeah. But I mean, I don't think it registered with as many people as it maybe Netflix wanted it to.
Yeah, and I mean, the work, it could have been worse. We could have just never got him anyway.
Never got him anyway, right?
And we did get him, and we got him both for two, right, and a crossover.
So it is what it is.
It's what it is.
So anyway, we'll see what happens. And looking forward to the next thing. Great talk. I'm Scott.
And I'm Adam.
We out.